gentlemen, nominated. Welcome to the Phoenix Club, Reeperbahn. Got a great show for you. Guys, I'm sure you're really excited, as I am. But I gotta tell you this very sad story before we start. There's this beautiful girl in New York, and she was beautiful. And she decided that she needed to commit suicide. And she was going to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge into the East River. And just as she was getting ready to jump, this handsome sailor. Don't jump! You got so much to live for. Listen, I'm shipping out to Europe tomorrow, and I'm going to take you as a stowaway. I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to feed you every day, and I'm going to make you happy, if you know what I mean. So she says, okay. I mean, she didn't have anything else going on, and he was pretty cute. So she agreed, and that night they snuck onto the ship, and he hid her in the life. And from that night on, every night, late at night, he would bring her food, wine. He would make love with her all night long. So after 3 weeks, the captain finally came on board and found her and said, "What do you do?" And she said, "Well, I've got an arrangement with one of your sailors." With one of your sailors. He's taking good care of me, he's feeding me, and I get a free trip to Europe. And he's screwing me. And the captain looks at her and says, "Well, he certainly is. This is the Staten Island Ferry." So these four friends of mine, they were so excited about this fishing trip that they were going to be taking. They've been planning it for months and months. And 2 days before they leave, one of the wives tells her husband that he's not going to go. And everybody else, the other three guys, were really disappointed, but they said, "Hey, what are we going to do? You know, if he can't go, he can't go." So the morning of the trip, they all showed up at the dock, and lo and behold, here was their friend on board the boat, getting his fishing tackle together. And they said, "What are you doing? How did you get your wife to let you go?" And he said, "It's like this." He said, "Last night late, I was sitting in my chair, minding my own business, and my wife comes up behind me and puts her hands over my eyes and says, 'Guess who?' I take her hands away, and there she is in this beautiful, sexy nightie. Wow. So she takes me by the hand into the bedroom, and there, full of candles and rose petals all over the place, and I look on the bed, and there's a rope and some handcuffs. And she says, "I want you to tie me up and cuff me." Wow. And he says he does it. He did it. And his friends are looking at him going, they're all excited, and he said, "So what's going on? What happened next? What happens next?" He said, there she was, laying spread out. She said, "Do whatever you like." And here I am. Finally, so there's this blonde flight attendant. I gotta tell you this one. This blonde flight attendant. She's like, she looks on the plane and she sees this suspicious looking couple. And she's like going, so she runs up to the pilot because she wants to tell him about it. She says, Sir, I think we've got a case of human trafficking aboard." He says, "There's this lady who looks really nervous, and this guy looks really dangerous." And the pilot turns around and says, "Patricia, I've told you this before. This is Air Force One.